Welcome to San Diego. This is our City Hall, the City Hall of San Diego, and you're about to see the first historic exhibit of an Imperial Court chapter within the international court system of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Yes, the first time a City Hall has officially welcomed an exhibit of a GLBT organization in San Diego. I'm Nicole Murray Ramirez, and this is...
I'm Mike Zarbo, or AKA Lala 2 from the Imperial Court.
Lala was an Empress of San Diego, and I'm also a past Empress of San Diego, and currently the Queen Mother of the Americas, which is like the chairman of the International Court Council of the Imperial Court System. So, we're about to go into City Hall. This historic GLBT exhibit of the Imperial Court de San Diego was arranged through the offices of former intern mayor and current city councilman Todd Gloria. We're very happy that this exhibit is on display for 2 weeks in the lobby of the City Hall of San Diego. In 2015 is the 50th anniversary of the founding of the International Imperial Court System of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The court system was founded in San Francisco in 1965 by World War II veteran and gay Latino activist Jose Julio Sarria. Jose was crowned the first Empress of San Francisco. And little did he know that on that night when he was crowned, a seed was planted that grew into a royal oak tree with branches that now extend to 3 great nations of Canada, the United States, and Mexico, with chapters in 68 cities. I'm standing below the official portrait of our first Emperor and Empress elected in San Diego. In fact, in 1971, GLBT residents of San Diego began organizing a chapter here in San Diego. It wasn't until 1973 that the first Imperial Court Coronation Ball took place. This was the first homosexual public event held in a hotel. You have to remember that in 1971, when they started organizing, and in 1973, when the first coronation ball was happening, it was not until 1976 that homosexuality was made legal in the state of California. So actually, in the minds of the law, perverts were gathering for an event. Consequently, the hotel did not look forward to hosting this event. But it happened anyway, and almost 1,000 San Diegans showed up for the crowning of the first Emperor and Empress, who were Emperor 1 Omar and Empress 1 Tawny Tan. Empress Tawny Tan died of AIDS decades later, but Emperor 1 Omar is still alive and is a San Diego resident who owns the number 1 Fifth Avenue bar and also Club San Diego and an antique store. A very successful businessman. We are proud that both Omar and Tawny Tan were our first elected Emperor and Empress de San Diego. In 1974, I was elected an Empress of San Diego. Elections are held every year at the Imperial Court Coronation Ball. Any San Diego resident with ID may vote for the Emperor and Empress of San Diego. In 2006, Jose crowned me as her heir and her successor, crowned me in the city of Seattle as the Queen Mother 1 of the Americas. As Queen Mother 1 of the Americas, I'm actually the chairman and the CEO of the International Imperial Court Council of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Yet each of our court chapters are nonprofit, are independent, and Canada, they are societies. And Mexico, they are also nonprofits. So, I was Empress 4, 8, 11, 14, 19, and 22. I had until later in the years the record for being elected the most time as an empress in a local city chapter. No one gets paid at the Imperial Court. We don't have no court has a staff or has an office. It is all volunteer, and anyone can join the Imperial Court of any chapter who wants to do some good causes and charitable works and volunteerism for the GLBT community.
Hi, my name is Michael Zarbo. As you can tell, I actually got elected as Empress 33 of the Imperial Court de San Diego, and right behind me is actually the banner that has my picture. So together with that is actually my reigning emperor, my emperor then, Emperor-elect Chris Horton is actually on the picture with me. And on that also we have our Emperor and Empress 40, which is Brian T. Dickerson and AJ, who has been elected. And right underneath that is Emperor and Empress 7. So with that, the court itself is a diverse organization. As you can tell, our monarchs, what we call them are monarchs, which is actually the presidents of the membership of the Imperial Court for a year, is very diverse in terms we have Latinos, we have blacks, African Americans, we have Filipinos, Asians, on all walks of life that actually have done and reigned as Emperor and Empress of the Imperial Court de San Diego. Then the banner next to that is actually Emperor and Empress 5 Morgana and Terry Watley, and Tony Puente and Maya, and then Tiffany Daniels and Carlos Silva, who actually reign in different number of our reigns, as you want to put it that way. So that is actually our banner of our reigning monarchs that have actually done the presidency of the membership of the Imperial Court de San Diego.
The Imperial Court system within the United States, Canada, and Mexico has been raising funds for the GLBT community and causes and charities outside of the GLBT community. In San Diego, we've been doing it for 43 years. These are the programs of the Imperial Court, which include the Harvey Milk Nicole Murray Ramirez Student Scholarship Fund, which was established in 1979, the first scholarship aimed at the gay and lesbian community in the United States. We have the Queen Etta Youth Fund, which supplies school supplies, food, shelter for gay and lesbian, bisexual, transgender children and students. The Tony Atkins Lesbian Health Fund is for women who need help and assistance in health care. The Ben F. Dillingham Community Grant is a very important grant, and even to this day, did you know that just last year the Imperial Court helped for the final arrangements in the burial of at least a dozen GLBT people? The Community Easter Egg Hunt is held every year at Trolley Bond Park. This past year, over 500 children showed up. The Scott Carlson Thanksgiving Dinner is an annual Thanksgiving dinner held at the Gay Community Center, which provides Thanksgiving dinner for homeless seniors, people living with AIDS, HIV, cancer. The Tijuana AIDS Fund, did you know that every year, just 20 minutes away, elderly people and children, infants, die just of the cold in Tijuana? And we supply blankets and also clothing for the elderly and children. And also we've expanded it to the homeless and veterans in San Diego County. The Toys for Kids Drive is a very interesting Christmas toy drive. It was established in 1975 when actually the Marines Toys for Tots Foundation refused to accept toys from the homosexual community. So we established our own toy drive, and that benefited children in different charitable children's organizations throughout San Diego County that did accept toys from the homosexual community. It is the oldest toy fund drive that we still have today. To note that the Toys for Tots Marines do now accept toys from the gay community, but they didn't in the 1970s. And last but not least is the Winter Blanket Drive. It is a drive for the homeless, not only here in San Diego, but by our neighbors in Tijuana.
I'm the elected 43rd Emperor of all of San Diego, Mikey II, along with the elected 43rd Empress of all of San Diego, Tony Saunders. I've been living in San Diego since 1999, and when I got to San Diego, I got involved with the HIV community. I've been an HIV activist for going on 30 years now. I currently sit on the HIV Planning Council. And when I first got to San Diego, I went to an event that the Imperial Court puts on every year called the annual Scott Carlson Thanksgiving Dinner. It was originally started for people living with HIV and AIDS who didn't have anybody, any family or anybody to spend the holiday with. And while I was there, I was struck by the fact that all these volunteers came together to put on a nice holiday dinner for those that didn't have anybody, and it really struck me, and I decided to get involved with the court. I've been involved with the court for about 12 years now. And this year as reigning emperor, one of the goals that I've set for myself is to really reach out to North County and South Bay along with the Empress. We're trying to let everybody know just who the Imperial Court is and that we're here to help everybody. And we also are concentrating on the scholarship program, which is for the youth, and it helps our youth because they are the future, and we're helping them today so that they're ready to become leaders for tomorrow.
Michael and I hope you have enjoyed this historic visit at the San Diego City Hall of the Imperial Court de San Diego. Now it's time for you and your chapter to also have such an exhibit. Think outside of the box. If not City Hall, your own City Hall, what about a public library branch? What about your center, your GLBT Community Center? Like I said, a library or some type of public venue. People have stated that this is one of the best exhibits ever held in the San Diego City Hall. Definitely one of the most colorful and well organized, thanks to Michael and his great team of people who have put this together. So I think hopefully out of this video you'll understand that there is more to the Imperial Courts than just our crowns and gowns, though we're very proud of it, but it's the noble deeds that we have had. We're very proud to be a chapter of the International Court System of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And so we say to all of you, happy 50th anniversary.